Today we're here 3 weeks on from the arrest of opposition leader of Zimbabwe, Jameson Timba, and 78 other activists in Zimbabwe who were meeting together at his house to celebrate the Day of the African Child. They were brutally arrested, detained, many of them tortured, beaten, including one of the activists who lost her child. This is an utterly unacceptable outrage against the people of Zimbabwe. It's an absolutely unacceptable violation of the human rights that everybody should have a right to. And we here in the UK will continue to raise the profile of the brutality that is inflicted by the ZANU-PF government on opposition and other democratic forces in Zimbabwe. It is time for the government of Zimbabwe to respect the rule of law, respect its own constitution, and act to allow a free, fair and prosperous society in Zimbabwe to go forward. And we just recall today having, a few days ago, had a peaceful transfer of power from one government to another here in the United Kingdom. Imagine if in 2008, when Morgan Tsvangirai had won the election in Zimbabwe, that peaceful transfer of power had happened. Imagine if people's votes had been respected, their rights had been respected, how much more prosperous, how much better life would have been for all Zimbabweans. So we stand in solidarity with Jameson Timba and all those in prison, beaten and tortured by the regime. We will stand with them now, we will stand with them in the future, we will stand with them until we see freedom, peace and prosperity come to Zimbabwe again.
We are here to protest against the abuse of Senator Timba and 77 others who were arrested on the 16th of June while commemorating the Day of the African Child. This arrest exposes the Zimbabwe's government's commitment to upholding the legacies of the apartheid, which are repression, abuse of human rights, and closing of the democratic space. So, and this is unfortunate that this being done in preparation of the SADC summit. It took one of the worst ever transfers of power, transfers of the SADC chairmanship, because it would be lubricated. You know, the Zimbabwe government is using the blood, sweat and tears of Zimbabweans to lubricate this transfer of the chairmanship. And SADC shouldn't be about that. The SADC should be a community of upholding the people's rights. It should be a community of peace. It should be a community of tolerance. It should be about upholding, cohesion based on principles of equality and freedom and human rights. But then all that is happening is unfortunate. So we are here in protest and also calling for all right-thinking Zimbabweans to speak out against this abuse of citizens, and also in demand for the freedom of all political prisoners. We know this is the Zimbabwe 78, there have been others before. There is, like the Democratic Republic, there are 9, they are still in prison. We've forgotten about them. And also we have seen the Zimbabwean government statement to target informal economy workers, the vendors in the streets, in preparation of this SADC summit. And what this means is we are going to see more arrests in preparation for the SADC summit. We are going to see more abuse of human rights. We are going to see an assault on livelihoods. And we are also protesting against that today. And we call on all the right-thinking people across the world and also Zimbabweans to raise their voices to speak against this. Thank you.
Now we're going to do a little quick